So we can get into a little technical discussion here about how solar electric energy works.
I'm ready for it. I want to know how this all comes together and how we start getting electricity to this business.
Okay, great. What you see here is these are little cells. They're 6 inches by 6 inches. When I refer to a cell, it's like a battery cell. You know, on your battery for your flashlight, there's 2 cells. And they call them cells, D cells or C cells. You know, those are little batteries. And what this is, it's not a chemical battery. It's really a battery based on physics. So it's 6 inches by 6 inches, and as you see here, we have 10 cells along this way and 6 cells along this way. So there's a total of 60 cells that make a module, this module here.
So now this looks like glass, but this isn't glass, is it?
Well, yes and no. Actually, it is protected by tempered glass. This is a high-strength tempered glass, which is hail resistant, because that's one of all the questions you get, you know, what happens when it hails and is this going to wreck my panels? No, these are hail resistant modules. Now, that being said, an unusual weather event is covered by insurance. If there's a tornado or something like that, obviously you insure your thing, but any normal weather event is covered. These are hail resistant. So this is tempered glass, but what the cell is made out of is silicon. The same thing, it's a semiconductor, silicon is, and you see it, the same thing you see in the computer chip is a silicon cell, is a semiconductor, and that's how different signals move through your computers. Just on a much grosser scale, a much bigger scale, you see a cell. And so this is a silicon, and it's a wafer. What they do, they make a silicon long, like a bread loaf. You know, it's kind of shaped like a bread loaf, like 6 inches by 6 inches, and they slice that bread loaf into very thin cells. So it's a wafer that is 100 microns in thickness. So they slice that bread loaf of silicon, shall we say, and then they set that cell here. And then there's wires. These are silver wires which are on that cell. Now, it's not just silicon. They put 2 chemicals in with the silicon because silicon is not a conductor, it's a semiconductor. It doesn't move electricity. So you have to somehow give it a tendency for electricity to move, and you do that by adding boron and phosphorus in small quantities to the silicon. So when they melt the silicon down, because what is silicon? It's basically sand. You got to get it to very high temperatures. You melt it down. Silicon in liquid form. You add boron and phosphorus in a teaspoon of each. Not exactly. You add that in. You're basically baking bread.
Right.
And then you're going to slice that bread. And then these are the cells. So when you add that boron and phosphorus, it gives a tendency for electrons to move, but they won't move. They're trapped in the, if you go back to physics, you know the atom, there's a nucleus of an atom, and then there's electrons that fly around that nucleus. And they're usually stable. They always stay with that atom, you know, that's how it is. But if you put boron and phosphorus in there, you create a tendency for those electrons to move, but they won't move unless they're energized.
That's where the sun comes in.
The sun is the Energizer bunny, shall we say. It's giving energy. So when it gives the energy to it, that's the photovoltaic effect. These electrons jump out of that cell and they're free and they're going to travel someplace. They're going to travel over this other atom and to the next atom. And when they travel to one area on this cell, actually where they're traveling to the bottom of that cell becomes negative. Where electrons travel to are negative, and where they left is positive. So what do we got? We got a battery. We got negative and positive. Now all we got to do is put a wire across it, and we got electricity.
And we're creating our power.
We're creating our power from the sun. That's the basic principle in pretty simple words of how photovoltaic solar electric energy works.